put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Start on the ground with Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, Manning. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Oh, what a move. Caught, and he's got room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Arch to throw. On the left side, here's Coleman. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Art's going to spin it again. Here's the pressure. Finds space on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He might want another play. 4th down, Manning. Throws to the wideout. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Manning to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Finds a little space. There's a crease. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
It's completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Arch is going to throw for it. Complete, left side, Coleman. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A give to Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On first down from their own 22. Throwing Manning. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He wants to change this route. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cunningham. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going over the top. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback making checks. Arch Madness. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Keeps it and gets the first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. To throw, Manning. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Going right back to Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Manning to the air again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Another incompletion on third down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not. Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Clark. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Finds his man, it's Clark. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Play fake, Sellers. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Throwing, Sellers. Grab behind the line. It's Hunt. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football. Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Tiger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Clark. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a third down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Hauled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the touch, and it's blocked.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The corners are walked up tight. Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Tuggle. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
To the air, it's Sellers. Dumps it to the back. He's got, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense trying to take. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Throwing, Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's got him this time. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Nice move to keep running. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And he close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Brown. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first down. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Will push them back a bit. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. Hangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Split backs. Sellers. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's third down here late in the half. We're just about ready to start the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Maybe some room here. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. Touchdown, Tigers. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's McAllister. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Here's Sellers to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested kick.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they're not on the same page there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. He's got him. And And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Throws to the tight end. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route.
Got a little grass. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Man, I think you kind of get...
the BYU Cougars and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has him set up 1st and 10 from the 48. This time he wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Casper. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Running inside, it's Martin. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. BYU right back to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, BYU! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Using his legs, it's Davidson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Cougars are threatening on first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling right and going deep. Pulls in the deep ball. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Powers through, just dismissing tackles. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pick up of 12 on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Makes the grab. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. BYU lines up quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground with the running back. Could be an alley. The 20, inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Might be changing the route. Lost a throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Another incompletion on third down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He uncorks one deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Defense in press coverage. To throw, it's Buckmeyer. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. BYU right back to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Got his man downfield.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Martin. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got it way down the field. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by...
Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Razorbacks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense changing the play. Give to the single back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Lagway. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
There's some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Lagway wants to throw. Using the quick game. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7th. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Wide out trying to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Try to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bears!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the run, it's Smith. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Jackson will throw. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run this play from the pistol. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on.
Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays, easy decision.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Blagway unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Blagway to throw for it on 4th. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Fires to the right. Makes a catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. And the Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tempo in overdrive. Jackson going to throw it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Morris. Nice move there. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Might have a chance. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. He's going to run it. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Bears want to move quickly.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Lagway. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Under fire. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on Baylor Bears call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Lagway to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Buys a little time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Got it down the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Scrambling away. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Lagway. Takes a hit as he fires. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that.
Intercepted. A turnover in their own territory. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy. And that
touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be doubted.
Just steamrolling the defense. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
So now it's second and long. DJ gonna fire again. Still looking, on the move. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Lagway to the air again. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a... Now it's time to choose your role on the here. You can create your own coach. Now you need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players. Recruiters excel in finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success on game day with their understanding of the X's and O's. Make sure you review your athletic